Right. So this question is asking me, what is the writer doing in this paragraph? In this paragraph, the writer is, and then complete the sentence. Remember, when you get this kind of questions, you do not want to look at only the details, because this is what we call, what kind of question? Well, this is what we call a gist question. In a gist question, you want to look at the overall idea that the writer is trying to present to you rather than specific details. So a wrong answer option in this case would be to, select one that contains details or that focuses too much on details instead of the general idea. Details do not matter in this. So in this, the writer is, what is he doing overall? Well, when I read, it says at present, many health systems. So remember, whenever they talk about timeline, they are going to make something different. They're going to talk about different timelines. If they're starting with present, they're going to talk about past or the future. If they start with past, they're going to talk about the present then or the future to kind of talk about a change, something different. So at present, many health systems around the world have not recovered. So the health systems have not recovered. Both nations and individuals, so both the government and the people in general, they continue to experience the economic consequences of the pandemic. What kind of consequences? The economic consequences of the pandemic, especially for those people living in areas without universal health coverage, which is also a financial aspect of it. Or in other words, they are talking about how countries in general, including the government as well as the people, they are facing economic impact, basically problems with the money due to this. And many people, they continue to become sick. They're again and again saying they continue to experience, they continue to become sick. That means it has been happening for a while now. I would like to highlight it just to keep it in mind. Continue to become sick. And these are the economic consequences, which are worse for some people, the people without universal health coverage, for example. So the only reason why I'm highlighting it is not because of a detail, it's because of the repeated idea that I'm getting here. Because the repeated idea could be a main idea, what could be the general gist, who knows. Become sick from COVID-19 infections and millions face, see, many millions face persistent. Persistence is another word for something that is continuing to happen without, even with treatment. Persistent illness with long COVID. So all of these talk about a long-term game, actually, I feel. Each of these issues, so all these issues that we have mentioned here so far, if they are not confronted, could make the effects of a new pandemic far more severe. So let's see what we have noticed here. I want to understand what is going to be the general gist of this entire paragraph. In this paragraph so far, up until here, we have issues that the writer highlighted. Here, the writer makes the point that if these issues are not confronted, then what will happen? If these are not confronted, then it could make a new pandemic far more severe. So either the correct answer is going to be that, well, either the correct idea is going to be that the writer is discussing the overall issues that the COVID-19 has caused on the government and the people, or it is going to be that, listen, if we do not do something about these issues, they're going to make a new pandemic even more severe than it is. Pandemics by nature are going to be severe, are going to be problematic. But if we don't do something about these things now, then it would make the new pandemic even worse than it should be originally. So here the writer is concerned about the broader impact, of unresolved health issues. Unresolved are unaddressed or unconfronted, not confronted issues. The broader impact could be the long-term impact also, which is making the new pandemic far more severe. However, even though I am happy with the remaining sentence, I'm not too happy with this health issues. We don't mention health issues. We mention that many health systems around the world have not recovered. And how have they not recovered? Well, in terms of economic coverage and whatnot. But we also have the people continuing to become sick from COVID-19 infections and persistent illness from COVID-19. So I could consider this actually because they are mentioning this as well. This does come under that category. So we have two kinds of issues, economic ones and the health ones. It could be an answer, but I would like to wait and see the other answer options first. So the writer is criticizing the health systems. The writer is not criticizing the health system. The writer is merely pointing out that, listen, this is the situation we have right now. We have not yet recovered financially and health wise from this serious thing, serious pandemic that has happened. And if we don't, recover from it completely, if we don't recover, address the ongoing issues, we might make it worse for the future. He's not currently criticizing the current health systems. The problem is with this area that he's criticizing the health system. He's not criticizing anyone in particular. No, he's simply pointing out what could be an issue. So this is definitely not my right answer. Then answer option C would say is explaining how current issues can be addressed in the future. Yes, he does talk about current issues, sure, but he's not explaining how these can be addressed, how we can solve these in the future, how current issues can be addressed in the future. We have how current issues can cause problems in the future, but not how we can address, how we can solve this. He says we need to solve them, but how? That is not mentioned, making this to be the wrong answer option. So B and C are wrong for sure. Let's see. D, downplaying the long-term effects of COVID-19. He's definitely not downplaying the long-term effects. Here, when he uses the term millions face this, we continue to become sick, we continue to experience this, the consequences of this, and many people again and again. He's using terms which are highlighting how it is a very big issue. When I say that somebody is downplaying something, that means they're not giving it much importance than it should be given. So this is definitely wrong. And I'm very happy to call this answer option D wrong because I was anyway very doubtful about answer option A. But because I know the other answer options are 100% wrong, that's why I can choose answer option A to be correct. Remember, I am here to choose an answer option which is closer to the correct answer rather than being absolutely right all the time. So this is how you answer a just question.